y'all, it's Heather, and I have so much new makeup here in front of me. I want to try it on. I want to test it all. I want to see what we're into, what we're not into. We're going to do some first impressions, some try-ons. Let's jump into it. Let's start out with this palette from BellaBeauteBar. This is the Unoriginal Nudes palette, and I think the artwork is so cool. It looks like something from the Mean Girls. It's so fun, and I think it is so smart of BellaBeauteBar to bring out a neutral palette. I love to see this from the brand. I love neutrals. I love color. I just love makeup, okay? We don't discriminate when it comes to makeup here. More is more for me, and I think it was so smart of this brand to bring out a full-on neutral palette because not everyone loves color. I mean, obviously I do. Like, look at this blue look that I'm rocking today. I love color, but I also love neutrals, and I think this is a great way for people who have never tried BellaBeauteBar to try the brand if they're just into neutral tone shadows. So this palette does have some really beautiful formulas, but I did film a tutorial, so I'm going to insert that for you now. I'm going to start with eyeshadow primer. I always use an eyeshadow primer. I have deep set eyes, I have oily skin, I'm living in a humid place. I'm using Fresh and Vanilla in the Melt Liquid Eyeshadow Base. I'm just going to press that in and blend it with my Singe FO2 brush, and then I'm going to grab a rougher brush. I'm using 27, and I'm going into the shade Unoriginal Nude 8. I love it. I just want to put this all in my socket, above my socket, below my socket, kind of everywhere. I mean, I'm not blending it as high as my brow bone. I'm not blending it all the way down to my lash line, but I'm kind of putting it everywhere else. Just fluffy. It doesn't have to be perfect. I am taking that shade down to the lid on the outer part of my lid, like the outer 1/3, but I'm not bringing it all the way in. With my Singe EO1, I'm going to dip into the shade Echo, and I'm going to put this all over my lid from the inner corner to where we brought that matte, but I'm going to bring this up above the lid too. So up above my socket, up above the crease. I'm going to use this and really just kind of bring this shade out. I want this to be like the main lid shade. I want you to be able to see that beautiful color, the sparkle, everything. Now I'm going to deepen up the lash line with Unoriginal Nude 10. I'm using my Singe E11 brush for this. I'm going to kind of press it right up against the lower lash line, and then I'm going to blend, blend, blend. I really want to kind of fade this shadow out. I want it to be intense by the lash line and then get lighter as we blend. So I'm really going to blend this and buff this down and around. This is a really nice formula because I'm able to take this deep matte shade and buff it super easily. That makes me happy. I'm taking my EO4 and going into the shade Mimic. I'm going to put this brush down, not on my lid, kind of to the side, almost in between my lid and like where my nose is. I want to flick this up to right at the beginning of my brow. I want to have like dispersed kind of sparkle right up there. So I'm going to be a little messy when I'm blending right in there, but I'm going to keep it more concentrated, a little bit lower, just for a little something something for this look. Now I'm going to go into Unoriginal Nude 2 with my rougher 13 brush. I want to use this to highlight the inner corner. I think a matte inner corner is going to be really pretty with this look. This is a very simple look with the two sparkle shades more on the lid. So I'm going to use this beautiful kind of yellowy vanilla shade to highlight my inner corner, just pressing it on, and then I will follow up with liner and mascara. All right, y'all, here is my finished look. I just threw on a little bit of eyeliner and mascara. I really like this look. I'm really pleased with how this palette performs. BellaBeauteBar is one of my favorite brands. I think they make amazing formulas, not just their special shades, not just their shimmers, but their mattes too. They're so beautiful, and I think they did an amazing job on this palette. I think it's really pretty. I do have an affiliated code with the brand. If you ever shop their site, you can use code Heather to get a discount. I will, of course, link this and everything I talk about down below in the description box, but this is available now, and I just think this one is, oh, it's so good. Like, and to have this whole like play on like, oh, it's just another neutral palette, I think is so smart with the Unoriginal name. Like, I just think that's so fun. Honestly, genius. One Size does the most when it comes to setting sprays, okay? Like, they are the MVP when it comes to setting sprays. I have recommended it so many times, like the setting spray that locks everything in. I love that one. So I was not surprised when they launched an SPF setting spray, because their setting sprays are so good that it makes sense for them to have one, especially in the summer, that has SPF. This is the Until Dawn Mattifying Sunscreen Makeup Setting Spray, and it has SPF 28. This works great. I'm always a little nervous with SPF sprays, like how are they gonna feel on my skin? Are they gonna feel heavy? And this one doesn't. I've only worn this a handful of times. Again, this is not a full review video. This is me testing and trying things, sharing with you some of my first impressions, second impressions, third impressions, and I've worn this a handful of times now and I really enjoy it. I think this is such a genius launch from the brand. I love one size setting sprays, and this one, mattifying, love it. Let's talk about the Maxine's Revenge French Face Eyes and Face Concealer. This is a new to me brand. I had not heard of this brand before, and they reached out and asked if they could send me the concealer, and I am into it. Let's talk about this one because this is a medium to full coverage concealer. It is very hydrating. A little bit goes a long way, like it covers, and it does have skincare ingredients in it. I'm not huge on everything in makeup having skincare ingredients, but there are some products that I think skincare in the makeup can be helpful and does make sense, and concealer, I can see that. Same with lip products. I want skincare in my lip products. I think that's nice, but this concealer, it's nice. It's really nice. A little bit goes a very long way for me, okay? You just need a tiny amount. I have used this a few weeks and I really enjoy it. It can be heavy if I'm going to be outside all day. It's very hot, it's very humid here, and I have oily skin. But on my typical day-to-day, this is really beautiful. It feels hydrating without being too heavy. They somehow keep it lightweight. I'm just really into this. I did buy one of the new Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Stick. I bought the shade Cherry Glow, and this is a cream blush stick that is buildable. You can definitely share this out if you want to, and it's a luminous finish. I've only worn this one time, so I can only show you like my one time using it, but it is luminous. It blended beautifully. I think it's nice. I mean, I get along really well with Charlotte Tilbury like cheek products, not so much the foundation and concealer in the past, but her like bronzers, blush, highlighters, I always enjoy. So I felt pretty confident in buying this, and so far so good. I think this is really pretty. I think the shades look pretty. I'm looking forward to wearing this more. I think it's a really great formula. Gourmande Girls is launching a new palette. This is Mocha Moment, and this is a neutral with some color palette, okay? You see what I mean? It's kind of like neutral with a little bit of like olives, but olives that lean very neutral, and then kind of the brighter, like almost a dirty lime shade, and then we do have some more kind of like purpley mauve tones, but they're all neutral leaning. This is a really, really, really pretty palette. I think this is super cute. I think Gourmande Girls did a great job on this one. I do want to show you a look that I created with this palette. I was really pleased with the look. I think it's super pretty. I enjoyed it, and this is going to be launching on Monday, June 30th at 8 a.m. Pacific. I will, of course, put that information down in the description box for you. I think this is a great release from the brand, and again, I think it is so smart of them to release a neutral or neutral leaning palette, depend on how you look at this. If you have wanted to try Gourmande Girls, but you're not into the bright colors or the deep color, you just want something a little more like beige, brown, but not boring, this could be for you, because we do have some beautiful neutral shades with those olives, with those mauves, and we have the beautiful formula. Gourmande Girls, they really did a good job with this one. They really did. I think it's super cute. I like the theming. I like the shimmers. I like the mattes. Like, I like everything about this palette. They really, really did a great job. I do have an affiliated code with Gourmande Girls too. If you want to get a discount, you can use code Heather at checkout on their site. And yeah, congratulations to the brand, because I think this is a win of a palette. I am always excited when Milk Makeup releases a new product. I think they just make really cool stuff. I tend to get along well with a lot of their things. Some of their products are holy grail staples for me. Hello Hydro Grip. So when I saw that they were launching these Balmades electrolyte lip balms, I was like, yes, yes, I want those. I want those. They're good. They're really good. They're hydrating. They feel like a beautiful lip balm. They're very sheer in color. So I like that the shades are scents or flavors, whatever you want to call it. I really like that because the shades are so sheer. You can kind of pick whichever you want. They do have a tint to them. Like, they're not clear, but they are tinted and they are sheer, and I love these flavors. These have banana juice in there to help with hydration, coconut and aloe extracts, and I am so super into that. If you want to know my personal favorite, I don't think I can pick one, okay? Like, I don't think I can pick one. I like them all. Don't ask me to choose a favorite. It's too hard. I love Milk. I think they did a great job with these. I'm so pleased. I think this is a really cool launch, and I really like a lot of Milk's lip products. Like, their lip oils, so good. Let's talk about Blend Bunny and their new Masterclass collection. These are Pro Inspire products created with Jordan Liberty. I think this is an amazing launch. There's a full collection, y'all. There are lip oils, there's a blush cheek palette, a highlighter cheek palette, brushes. I have been using this collection, so I definitely want to show you these products in action. I am wearing the blush and highlighter today. We do have the like full cheek palette. This is the Masterclass Pro Cheek Palette, 15 shades, and these are magnetic pans, so you can pop them out, you can move them around, you can mix this up however you want to. I think that's really cool. I don't tend to mix up my big palettes like that, but with this being so large, I could see myself popping these out for travel, things like that. But I really love being able to mix and match these shades. I think that's really fun. We also have the Masterclass Pro Luster Palette. There are 4 shades in this one, and these are definitely a wet cheek type of look. There is some shimmer to them. I don't feel like I really see the shimmer unless I get super up close, and then I can see it. From a distance, like a normal distance, it looks very wet on the cheeks, and then if you're just really paying attention, you can see that sparkle, but it's so beautiful. We also have Pro Makeup brushes. I think these are really cool. They are short handle, which I think probably makes sense for a lot of the artists because it takes up less room in your kit. For me, I keep my makeup here at home. I prefer longer handles, but these brushes are great. I've washed them and used them. I'm gonna keep using them, and I think they're so nice. And then, of course, last but not least, we have the Masterclass Lip Oil Glosses. So many shades in shimmer and non-shimmer, and I think they're so pretty. I'm just very excited for Blend Bunny, for Jordan Liberty, to see new products from the brand, to see products that aren't just eyeshadow palettes. I think that is amazing, even though I love Blend Bunny eyeshadow palettes. And if you watched my most recent palette ranking, where I'm ranking all the palettes for 2025, you will know how much I love Blend Bunny eyeshadows. Check that video out if you haven't already. But I do have an affiliated code with Blend Bunny. It is Heather. It can get you a discount on the site if you're shopping. And I mean, look at my cheeks. Like, the product is speaking for itself. ColourPop Hydra Pop Glassy Lip Stain. ColourPop Hydra Pop Glassy Lip Stain. That is a mouthful, but I did it. I got it out. Let's talk about this new lip launch from ColourPop. These are hydrating water-based lip stains, so they go on very glossy and they leave a stain on your lips. Very pretty, very smooth, very comfortable, and I like these. They don't make me feel like my lips are being dried out. I think they came out with some really pretty, really cute shades. Of course, I'm wearing it today. What shade am I wearing today? Baby Fox. Yes, Baby Fox. And you can see I have a gloss. I've had this on for a little bit. I've been eating some gummy bears and drinking my Coke Zero, and I still have this beautiful glossy lip stain, you know? Like, I didn't want to reapply because I wanted to see kind of how it wore so that you could see how it wore. I think this is a really good launch from ColourPop. Like, these are really pretty. I bought the new e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. This is a water-resistant skin tint, and it has SPF 50 in here. So I bought this because I'm curious, okay? I don't know if it's gonna be like glow, the word glow. I'm like, is it gonna be too much for me, too much for my oily skin? But I love the, look, I literally have it right here, the Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I really, really like that one, mostly as like a highlighter or a primer. So I thought, you know what, let me give this a try. And listen, first up, I bought the wrong shade, okay? I bought the wrong shade, but we make it work. This is a light coverage that can be built up to medium. It does have a dewy finish, but I have to say, if I use too much of this, it definitely feels very heavy on my skin. I have to use a little bit for it to be better for me. So in the demo, I am using what I would consider to be too much. Like, it did feel heavy that day, but it was okay. I did correct the shade with the Camo liquid bronzer. That helped me a lot. I had to do something because I was looking a little bit like ghostly, and that's not what we were going for. I thought this was nice. I just, you know, to get like that light to medium coverage like I did in the demo, it was a bit heavy. I prefer to use a little bit less to sheer it out a little bit more, and then it doesn't feel quite as heavy on my skin. I'm gonna keep testing this though, use it with some different primers, use it on more days, and we can definitely follow up in the future. I would love to know, like, as I'm talking today, as I'm showing you new products and things, let me know, like, what do you want to see more of? Like, what are you like, Heather, please make sure you follow up, review this, please test it X, Y, and Z way. I definitely would love to hear from you. Angela Bright is an amazing creator. I reviewed her palette years ago, and I have been using her new brushes. This is the eye brush set from Sigma and Angela Bright. Huge congratulations, Angela, if you see this. I love her, y'all. She's so sweet. I've actually got to hang out with her in person, and lovely, lovely, so fun, so cool, obviously talented. And her brushes, I mean, they're amazing. Like, have you ever watched her videos? She knows what she's doing with eyeshadow. These brushes are so great. I'm so into them. If you watch my videos, if you've been following for the past few weeks, like, I've already been using the brushes here on my channel, but I wanted to talk about them in this video because I did save the box just so I would remember to talk about them today. This is the Maybelline Colossal Bubble Mascara. I am wearing it today, and I have to say, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I do not get along with Maybelline mascaras. I was hesitant to try this. They sent it to me, but I'm like, you know what, Heather, let's try it. And it's working beautifully. I'm wearing it today, and I've worn this over like more than a handful of times, okay? I think this is nice. This mascara is buildable, and it's aimed toward giving you volume. I like length and volume and pigment in my mascaras, and I have to say this is doing it. It's not giving me the most length and the most volume ever, but again, I usually like mascaras when they're a couple of weeks old, when they get a little bit drier. That's just my sweet spot for all mascaras, basically. So I'm gonna keep testing and trying this, but I wanted to kind of talk about it anyways because it's a haul, a try on haul, first impressions, all of that. I bought the new Color Wow product. I had to, okay? I love Color Wow. I love their spray. It's an anti-frizz treatment. I'll pop it up here for you. I love it. As somebody with wavy, curly hair that is very frizz prone, I love that stuff. But this is the Dreaming Advanced Repair and Resurfacing Treatment. So this is like a conditioning moisturizing product. It says shampoo, remove the excess moisture from your hair, apply a generous amount from top to ends, and distribute, leave on for 2 to 3 minutes, and rinse. It says you only need to use this every 2 to 3 shampoos. I have not used it yet. I literally just got it. I'm so excited. I had this on my loves list for so long, like stalking the Sephora site because they had it up as coming soon. And as soon as it came in stock, I ordered, and I really like the way Color Wow's deep conditioner mask, whatever it's called, smells. So I wonder if this smells the same. It doesn't, but it does smell like a fancy salon, which I haven't been in so long because I'm lazy and I just do everything myself. So I'm excited to have like that salon experience when I use this. I'll definitely keep you updated on this one. If you want to, let me know. I know hair products can kind of be a specific thing, but I'm happy to let you know how this works for me one way or the other. When I placed the order for my Color Wow, I also bought this fragrance from Sol de Janeiro. This is the Danza Mystica, and I was curious about this when it launched. I knew I wanted to buy it, but I kind of held off. And then when I went to Greece with my bestie Angie, she did vlog the whole thing, by the way, so I will link that down below for you. I used this because she brought it, and I was like, can I borrow some? Like, can I borrow some? Can I have some? Can I spray some? It smells so good. The bottle says Samba into Twilight with sparkling notes of purple, fig, warm vanilla, sandalwood. Yes. This scent is a limited edition release from the brand, which is another reason why I was like, okay, I used it. I love it. I'm gonna buy it because I don't want to miss out on this. I'm like, I will regret not getting this. So I went ahead and bought it, and I'm so into it. Like, that note of fig, I really like. And this is different unexpected scent from Sol de Janeiro. I like the brand. I really like their scents, but I think this is so different and unexpected from them, which is very smart because you don't want to release fragrances that all kind of smell the same, you know? And this one is so different from the brand, and I'm so into it, and it makes me want to buy the rest in this collection. Like, I just love that. I love the fig. Like, I just love it. I love the fig. I think it smells so good. I also wanted to mention the Cobra palette, the newest palette from Klarity Cosmetics. This palette is available now, and I do have a full video on this one, so I won't go on and on and on about it, but I did want to show you this again because I think this is so pretty. This is such a great color story. I think Klarity really went there with the theme. They really went there with the green love. I love that we have these really beautiful shimmer shades that have beautiful sparkle and texture and shift to them and shine and just super beautiful. I love when palettes have different formulas, not just mattes and shimmers or not just a multi-chrome, but they give us like variety, because that to me helps me create like a variety of looks too. And with this palette, the mattes are so beautiful as well. I like that we have these more yellowy greens. We almost have these more like aquatic type greens. We have some very dirty grungy shades. It's really a beautiful versatile palette. If you want to save at checkout, you can use code Heather. I will have all of my affiliated codes down in the description box, but Klarity did a great job with that palette. I want to use the rest of the shades on my eyes, and I'll definitely do like another palette ranking in the future if y'all want to see it. Klarity has another palette, a 9-pan palette. This is the Bougie Bee palette, and this has a completely different color story. This is pinks and peachy and like very romantic. We have some lavender shades, like very romantic tones in here. I have not created a look with this palette yet, but I wanted to go ahead and show you this palette because I think this is really cute. I think a 9-pan color story is fun. I'm into it. I'm really looking forward to trying this on the eyes because I think these shades are going to be really, really cute for the summer. If you're curious about any of the other makeup I'm wearing, I will list it all in the description box for you, except for the things I can't. So if you see something and you're like, wait a minute, Heather didn't mention what she's wearing, just know that I can't, and that I will have a video revealing and talking about it this weekend. So maybe you want to subscribe if you're curious what's going on. I would love to know, what are you interested in? What new products did I show you that you're like, yes, Heather, please follow up. I want to hear more about that. Let me know. Let me know if you've tried any new makeup. Is there any new makeup I need to try? I always love to hear from you, and I'm going to pop up some more videos here for you because I would love it if you would stick around and talk makeup with me, but let's chat down in the comments.